blah blah blah. It's Godzilla 2010's Productions! Pickle.
Hey guys, this is Godzilla 2010, and today we're doing another Godzilla PS3 game update discussion thing for the millionth time. And today, we got some gameplay footage, basically. Not really gameplay footage, but some more examples of, well, really, just, some more of the characters fighting. You got to see some of Dora's moves, some more from Godzilla 74, and we also got to see a lot from Godzilla 2014, including the Tonk Breath, which you see here. And then, I do have like a few complaints about it, but I'll get onto that eventually. Well, I don't know. And we also got to see Godzilla 2014 fight Heisei Godzilla, so that's pretty cool. I guess it's in survival mode thing. Unless there is a versus mode and, mistranslation or something, but, whatever. So for the Tonk Breath, I feel this is just way too light. You have the lights, light lines here. I know there were, lines on there, but I don't think they were this white-ish. I don't know, it feels like it charges up way too quickly. I don't want it to charge as slow as it did in the movie, but maybe 2 seconds. Because this charges up in 1 second, there you go. Just really fast to a charge. I was kind of having kind of charge up when he has, the dorsal plates fully charged up. Kind of make his exhale, he inhales first, and he does it in the movie. First one he just goes eh. And the movie goes, it goes out for a lot longer. And I think they could kind of make it a little more dramatic, a little more noticeable, a little longer. Because it's just he inhales a little bit, and then this tongue burst comes right out. And also, maybe it could do a little more damage. I don't know. But yeah, from what I've seen, it looks a little too beam-like. It could be, a little more wavy, vaporish. Kind of how it was. Whatever, that's just a couple complaints. But nothing too bad. It doesn't have the right sound effect and all that. It has everything else pretty well done. And, whatever, we have our Tonk Breath. And so, you did get a little bit of footage from it. And at the end of that one trailer, but now I get to see 2 examples of it. And man, yeah, Godzilla 2014 just kills in this thing. His melee attacks just hurt really hard. And he just knocked everyone around. You can see him just pushing Heisei Godzilla easily. He's maximum his tail just goes flying off the screen. Just Godzilla 2014 is gonna be really overpowered. And comparing him to Jaguar, it's just, he dwarfs him. He really does. And even though it says 80-meter class or whatever, so I guess he's about 80 meters. That's kind of what I'm seeing a lot. Whenever I look up here, I see 80-meter class or something. He still dwarfs him. Imagine him as 50-meter size, his usual 50 meters, not even comparison. And so, in Unleashed, he can grow a little bigger. I guess it's 80 meters is his kind of higher, I guess, height. Medium is 50 meters, and small is human size. Really big gap in between 50 meters and human size, whatever. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And we saw Hedorah, they get a little more, his eye attack. He does shoot out one eye, and, his head glows a little bit. And it has the zigzag and all that, just like the Showa series. And we also get to see him just throw some sludge out. Kind of like what they did in Monsters and Monsters, where he, throws a couple outs and it kind of throws them in an arc. It just feels very similar to what happened in Monsters and Monsters. If, you played that game. At least saw some footage from it. That's what it kind of feels like. And he does have some melee attacks, throwing his head forward, using those arm things. That's mainly kind of it, or what he has. attack-wise. And of course, we saw some more, footage from Godzilla 2, his usual finger missiles, I-beams, all that stuff. He does have it all, and it's all good to go. Do you want to see, his energy shield thing? I want to see how fast, it charges up. Because in the movie, it takes a while. But I feel like in this, it's just gonna take maybe like 2 seconds or something. No, it's not gonna be a super long charge up. It might won't last quite too long. But, it probably will be in there. But, it wouldn't be a major problem if it wasn't. But, it's still a nice touch if they put it in, and they probably will, based on what we've seen. But, that's just what I have to say. And, yeah, we also saw, Godzilla 2014 fighting, Super Godzilla, and he was doing pretty good too there. Like, he was just smacking, I don't know, it's probably just for gameplay footage and stuff, but, man, he was attacking hard, and he wasn't going, like, really slow either. He was, like, yeah, he was going at pretty good speed. He was hitting hard, and Godzilla 2014 is gonna be overpowered. That's all I'm gonna say. But, I think I'm starting to get, some idea of how the health bar system works. Now, I was noticing, here's radar here, and, you have your, like, temperature meter thing. Well, in the footage where they're showing off the moves like Hedorah and MG2, and you use it, no, MG74. Sorry about that, yeah, they would have, them just kind of let out their attacks on Heisei Godzilla. I noticed he was, like, on the third bar. But then when we saw Godzilla in 2014, when he was just killing everyone, he wasn't getting hit at all. He would either have, like, 1 bar, or there wouldn't be any bars at all, or anything like that. So it could be, like, your damage meter. Yes, I said it's your temperature meter, so if you get too much temperature, you might, it could, I guess, like, pass out or something. So maybe that could also count for damage, too. But, we don't have a confirmed hit, like, damage system. And I was right on, I probably was right. I think from the footage, it kind of shows, but my, guess was kind of accurate. But, yeah, the orange lines probably do mean borders, from what I've seen from footage, basically. And so it does seem that I was right about that. But, I could be wrong on one of these speculations. I was wrong about Batra being in here. And I just don't see him getting put in. We're already in December. It's too late to put in any more characters. Yeah. I don't think there's too much else to talk about. But it's a small update. We got to see some more gameplay, which is always good. I don't want too much spoiled from me because, I want to see all the Easter eggs and stuff on my own, in my own gameplay. Also, update on Let's Play. I want to get the game on the 18th. That's when it's going to ship, which I just realized that because I'm an idiot. So it ships on the 18th. But for everyone else who's in America, like Goji393 and ETN, who said they're both gonna play the game. Now they're probably gonna get it around the same time as I do, and I will, try to play. I'll do a recording like the first day I get it and stuff. All that unboxing video possibly. But it's just not gonna come out. Real, like, right after Christmas or anything like that. So you will see mostly the console version of Skylanders. And since I have, the break off and stuff, I'm gonna try to record as much of the series as possible, so I can get that done. So, there's plenty of room for the Godzilla PS3 game, and I might, upload a Skylanders Let's Play video, I guess, on the weekends, and have, a more recent recording of Godzilla PS3 game also get uploaded. And that might be my way of doing it. But, just sometime on the weekends, I might upload a couple videos, like, of these Let's Plays and all that. So, yeah, thanks for watching, I guess, and comments if you have any ideas, speculations, anything at all, just make a discussion about this game. I have gotten quite a few comments, like, mainly questions. So, if you do have any questions, feel free to ask. I should be able to answer them, because I kind of, I'm pretty sure I know most of the information that's known right now. Also, if you have a PS3 right now, try to go for those codes, like the codes for the themes. But I don't have a PS3 yet, so I can't really do too much, so I don't really care about those. But, you know, you might want to go to like GoGFans Facebook or GodzillaMovies.com or something. I don't know. Actually, I don't go there anymore, just because my computer's recently got a lot of viruses and stuff, and I'm not downloading anything, so I think one of the sites is being hacked, possibly one of the sites I'm going to. That's my only explanation, or the site is purposely loading all these viruses on my computer. So I'm doing a little test right now, and I'm sticking to YouTube and Total Kingdom, and avoiding GodzillaMovies.com, because that seemed like the most, you know, possible thing. Because Total Kingdom doesn't have really any ads, doesn't seem like a very hackable site. But GodzillaMovies.com just ads everywhere, even the text has ads. It's kind of, it seems like if I was a hacker, it wouldn't be that hard of a thing because it's not a very high grade site, I guess. So, you know, I'm gonna test that out, see if I'm perfectly fine by not going on that site. If I am, then, well, goodbye for that one. If I do continue to get problems, I'll try, you know, to start with Total Kingdom and see if that works. And yeah, I don't think YouTube's the problem because it's connected with Google, and I'm pretty sure Google is not loading all this like viruses and stuff on my computer. I'm pretty sure that'd be known because many people use YouTube and, you know, Google and all that. And it seems like Google seems like a thing that can be hacked too easily. Hopefully, you know, Internet Explorer did get hacked into once, and you know, we did get it was kind of, the news spread quickly, so if Google gets hacked, I'm pretty sure they would realize, oh crap, they're being hacked. Tell everyone. But yeah, that's not a little thing there. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we're up to 83 subscribers. Thanks for doing that, guys. And yeah, see you guys later. Like discussion on this game, pre-order it, all that stuff. And talk breath them all.